Hi all, I'm Aparna Keshav. So today we are going to look into types of quantitative reasoning. Let's go. First, let's look what is quantitative reasoning. So here we can see there are two words, that is quantitative and reasoning. So altogether, quantitative reasoning is the application of basic mathematical skills to analyze and interpret real world quantitative information to draw logical conclusions. Simply, it means that is, quantitative reasoning is the ability to analyze, interpret, and use numerical data to solve real world problems. So, this ability is essential for making evidence based decisions. Now, let's look on to the key characteristics of quantitative reasoning. First, it prioritizes problem solving over pure calculation. Then, it relies on context and real world scenarios. It also empowers logical decision making in everyday life. We can also see that it is applied and data oriented, and as well as we can see the practical use of numbers and data. So this is all about quantitative reasoning. Now let's move on to the major part of the topic, that is types of quantitative reasoning. Here mainly I am discussing 5 types of quantitative reasoning, and they are: first one, arithmetic reasoning; second, statistical reasoning; third, proportional reasoning; fourth, algebraic reasoning; and fifth, data interpretation reasoning. So the first one, arithmetic reasoning. So this type of reasoning focuses on basic math operations for everyday problems. So it applies addition, subtraction, multiplication and division to find exact values. For example, calculating total grocery costs, then splitting a restaurant bill evenly among friends. So this is arithmetic reasoning. Here the focus is on basic math operations. Now let's look on to statistical reasoning. Here the data is analyzed to understand patterns and trends. So this type of reasoning evaluates averages, probabilities and variations within a set of numbers to gauge likelihoods. For example, predicting the chance of rain based on weather forecasts, then understanding the average price of a home in a specific neighborhood. So this is statistical reasoning. Here the focus is on patterns and trends. Next one is proportional reasoning. So this understands ratios and percentages for comparisons. So this type of reasoning scales quantities up or down while ensuring the relative relationship between them remains constant. For example, adjusting a recipe originally meant for 4 people to serve 10 guests, then calculating the final price of a jacket during a 25% off sale. So this is proportional reasoning. The focus is on, or the importance is given to, ratios and percentages, and these are used for comparisons. Next one is algebraic reasoning. So this uses variables and equations to represent relationships. So algebraic reasoning substitutes letters for unknown numbers to systematically solve complex multi-step problems. For example, figuring out exactly how many months of saving a specific amount will take to afford a new car. So here the focus is mainly on variables and equations, that is to represent relationships. So this is all about algebraic reasoning. Now let's move on to the last one, that is data interpretation reasoning. So here the data is read and interpreted from tables and charts. So data interpretation reasoning extracts meaningful conclusions, comparisons and summaries from visual data representations. For example, reading a pie chart detailing a personal monthly budget, then understanding the performance of a retirement fund over a 5-year graph. So here the data from tables and charts are used to bring out meaningful conclusions. So this is all about data interpretation reasoning. So these are the 5 major types of quantitative reasoning which can be used in our daily lives to solve problems. So now here we can see an overview table of the 5 types. So now in conclusion, the different types of quantitative reasoning each play a vital role in helping us understand and interpret the world more effectively. Whether it is analyzing data, identifying patterns, making logical decisions, or solving real life problems, these skills strengthen critical thinking and accuracy. So, together, they enable individuals to make informed decisions in academic, professional, and everyday context, highlighting their importance in a data driven society. So, this is all about the types of quantitative reasoning. I hope you all got a clear idea about the topic. And that's all. Thank you.